Alright my friends, in the last video we have set up a custom axios module so we can use it for the entire application, so just we can keep our code organized. And here is the file that we have created, which is the API, and it was really straightforward. Just we have added any reusable code inside it so we can go ahead and use it whenever we want. It's really easy to set up. You just need to create it multiple times because this is something that you are going to create whenever you are going to deal with the API. So I highly encourage you to, let's say, be aware of this kind of stuff, which is the repetition that you need to do in your code. Anyways, in this video we are going to focus on the user info component, because here if I show you the final result here when we are displaying all these informations, if I go ahead and click on the name for the user right here for the photographer, I'm gonna get a page where I'm displaying some of the information that is related to that specific user. You can see the name, the bio, the image, a link to his profile or her profile, and some of the photos, right? So if I click here on the name, I'm gonna get navigated to this component right here. If I open the console and I expand, let me just open it right here. Here we have this user info. Here is the last one. The first one is the object, which has all these information that we need to any specific user. So if I refresh, you will see that we have this console.log that comes from here, right here, line 19, and it is the exact same line that I am getting my console.log from. And if I go ahead and expand it, you will see all these informations we can go ahead and display them in a very easy way. Now it depends on the markup that you are looking for. Here is the markup that I'm going to use. I will have a div that will start from here all the way to here, wrapping all these informations, and it's been centered. Let's go ahead and create that. So here inside my render method, I'm gonna remove the user. And here we have, I'm just gonna give it class name to be user info, right? This is the parent div, which is this thing right here for everything. All right, inside it, I'm gonna create a div that will hold these informations: the title, the bio, the image, as well as we have this link right here. So I'm gonna create a div, and here I'm just gonna create a div. I need to give it a class name to be user underscore content, like this. And here we have this div right here that will wrap these three and these images. So I'm gonna focus on this area right here. So at the end here we will have a last div that will get a class name. I'm just gonna say equal to user underscore photos, like this. But here we want to have let's say another thing, because this div right here will have two informations, it will hold two types of information. The first one is the title, and the second one is a div for these three images, because these will be dynamically set. So that's why we need a div that will wrap these separately from the title right here. So that's why here I'm just gonna say user photo hyphen container. All right, and here I'm just gonna have a p tag, all right, as well as a div for these images. So once again, div that will say class name, and we can set it to user underscore photos. Once again, let's go ahead and review the markup that we have created. We have a div that surrounds everything, which has the class of user info, and in this div we have divided our code into two main divs. The first one here for the user info, I mean the title or the name, the bio, the image, as well as this link right here, and another div that will this thing right here, it will surround the images as well as this title that is related for these images. And the only part is missing, it is to go ahead and inside our user content to add these markups. So I'm gonna add an h1 for the title. So I'm just gonna say h1 and I'm just gonna give it a class equal to user. And now here I need to be specific, because if you remember here in our photo item we have added some links, right, or some classes right here. So we need to be aware of using different names. We don't need the classes to be complicated by each other. All right, for example, if you already use a class here, you cannot reuse it right here. You have, if you want to get different styles, of course. So here I'm just gonna say user __ title. All right, and I need a p for the bio. All right, so p, I'm gonna give it a class name equal to user __ bio, and I'm gonna add a div for the image. This is something that we have did a lot. I'm just gonna say user __ image container, like this, and inside it I'm gonna apply my image, which should have a class name equal to user __ image, like this. And the last thing that I want to do, which is this a right here, this won't be a link, because a link, I mean, it won't be a link component from React Router DOM. It's gonna be an a, because a link, it's been used inside the application. Okay, but here I want to take a user to the official website, so it's something that is outside of our website. So that's why we need to use a right here. Link's not gonna work, because links are limited to this application. It's only for our application to navigate inside the application itself, or our website itself. All right, so here I need to use an a, and here I'm gonna say only the class name. Later on I'm gonna set up the href. All right, so user profile, like this. And if we switch back, you will see no difference, no content, but now we have set up the markup for our let's say our application. Now the only part is missing is to go ahead and fill these informations with some or fill this markup with some information so the user can see, and that will be very easy. That's what we are going to do in the next video. Thank you my friends so much for watching. See you in the next one.